Elite Facts presents
6 fascinating facts about color blindness.
6.
What exactly is color blindness? So it's easy to just say that color blindness is when you can't see colors correctly. Sure, that isn't a wrong way of describing it. However, it's a much more complex thing than just not seeing colors correctly. Color blindness occurs when a person has defective cones inside of their eyes. Cones are located behind the retina of your eye, as your retina is made up of several cones and rods. If these are defective, they can have a significant impact on your vision. They see more black and white and also serve as motion detectors. The major difference between cones and rods is that rods function way better than cones do when in a dark environment. Cones, however, are better when it comes to picking up color and are your eye's detail sensors. If a person is colorblind, that means that some or all of their cones are defective or damaged. If all cones are impaired, the result is total color blindness. That means you can't detect any color whatsoever and will have to live your life seeing everything in only black and white. If only some of your cones are negatively affected, you will consequently be either red-green colorblind or blue-yellow colorblind.
5.
How do I know if I'm colorblind? Unsure on whether or not you're colorblind? Well, for starters, you should definitely go and see a professional, but usually how they determine whether or not you're colorblind is by subjecting you to the Ishihara color test. The Ishihara color test is one of the most common tests around the world when it comes to deciding whether or not you're colorblind. The only downside is that this test is strictly to determine if you suffer from red-green color blindness and nothing else. Other tests include the likes of the Cambridge color test, which displays dots inside a circle on a computer monitor. If you think you might be suffering from this condition or something similar, make an appointment with a VSP Direct certified doctor today. With affordable vision healthcare plans and a network of knowledgeable doctors, you can ensure you're taking the best care of your eyes. There are reliable insurance plans as well as doctors across the nation who, through regular checkups, can help your eyes be the best they can be.
4.
Color blindness can come later in life. Despite what many people tend to think, color blindness isn't something that a person gets from birth. It can, in fact, affect someone's vision later in their lives. As we previously mentioned towards the start of this video, color blindness is actually quite uncommon, as only 8% of men suffer from the condition, whereas nearly 0.5% of women with Northern European ancestry have either red or green color blindness. Extensive research has proven that males are way more susceptible to becoming colorblind, all because of their genetic makeup. This is because color blindness is typically a hereditary condition. Many men inherit color blindness on the X chromosome. Men have just one X chromosome, while women have 2, which cuts their chances in half. However, this is also strange in terms of passing this genetic trait on to your kids. We'll get to this a little bit later in the video. Now, even if this trait is passed on from one generation to another, it's likely that the individual who has this trait won't experience color blindness until later in their life.
3.
How common is color blindness? So here's something that might surprise you. Color blindness isn't actually that common among people as a whole. When it comes to individual types of color blindness, the red-green color vision defects are the most common form of color vision deficiency. This condition affects males more often than females, and we'll explain why a little bit later. Among populations with Northern European ancestry, it occurs in about 8% of males and 0.5% of females. Red-green color vision defects have a lower incidence in almost all other populations studied. As for blue-yellow color vision defects, this affects both men and women equally, and it has been noted that the condition occurs in less than 1 in 10,000 people worldwide. However, the least common type of color blindness is complete achromatopsia, as it only affects an estimated 1 in 30,000 people. This condition is much more common among Pingalipese Islanders, who live on one of the Eastern Caroline Islands in Micronesia. 5% to 10% of this population have a total absence of color vision.
2.
Color blindness isn't totally hereditary. Bit of a short and random fact here for you, but if you're a couple who are looking to start a full family but are worried that your son or daughter will be born colorblind, don't worry too much about this. Your child will have a 50% chance of being colorblind. If it's the father who's colorblind, then don't worry, as that won't be passed down to their child. However, if it's the mother who is colorblind, there is a larger chance that she will pass that down to her child.
1.
Treatment of colorblindness. To put it short for you, no, there is no real cure for colorblindness. That being said, however, that doesn't mean there's not methods on helping you deal with colorblindness. In fact, there's several different solutions for individual types of colorblindness, such as red blindness or green blindness. Scientists discovered that a special set of colored lenses can help the colors appear more vivid and accurately. The major problem with these lenses, however, are that they can only be used effectively outdoors or in well-lit rooms. So if you're in dark places, then you're unfortunately out of luck. Thanks to advancements in smartphone technology, we now have access to visual aids on devices like iPhones, iPads, and even Android devices. These apps were designed to help people with color blindness decipher between the other colors. These apps come in particularly useful in everyday situations, such as determining between ripe fruits and clothing colors. And that's our list. Did we leave any out that you know about? Let us know in the comments section below. Please remember to subscribe and tap the bell button so you'll be notified when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like us and subscribe for more elite facts.